Good evening, everyone. So in today's class, we are going to study convection in air. So as we know that already in last class, I have taught you what is convection and how this convection will take place in water. Is it yes or no? So as we know that, and finally we have concluded convection in water. So when we are heating from bottom of the water only, the convection current is when we are trying to heat the water from the top, there is no convection will take place. That is what we have concluded in the last class. Is it yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let us come to the today's class. So today's class we will study how the convection will carried out in air, because air is also called as what? Matter. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Matter, which
Yes,
is
sir.
made up of what? Which is made up of mixture of gases.
Mixture of gases, yes, sir.
So as we know, if it comes to the liquids and gases, both we used to call them as fluids. Is it yes or no? So fluids, the mode of heat transfer which will take place, which we used to call it as what? Convection. What we should call them, Mari? Convection.
Convection.
That is why we need to study one of the example for liquid and another example for gas. So this is the example for what? Convection in air, which is an example of what? Convection in gas. So now, shall we start? So as we know
Yes,
that
sir.
how it will take place, so try to observe carefully. One activity also I will say, you can do it in your home by tonight. Is it okay, all of you?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Just a minute. So let us discuss this one. So as we come to know here, can you able to see this picture?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So with that picture only I will explain. So just wait a minute. I will adjust that picture and I will start. Okay. So let us discuss about this. So let it be. I will display the picture now first. So as we know that convection will take place in gases also. So that is why I am taking one of the matter, the well-known matter which is present in our surrounding.
Yes, sir.
That is what we used to call as air. So now let us take for example in room heater. In winter, as we know that we will use a room heater to warm our room. Is it yes or no? So here also you may observe, here we have a one heater.
Yes, sir.
What it will do now? It will give the hot air. Is it yes or no? That is what the use of room heater or heater. Is it yes or no, Hari? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Like air conditioner. Air conditioner, what it will do? Air conditioner will give the cool air. Is it yes or no? So air conditioner will give the, understand, it will make the room cool, but room heater will make the room hot. Is it yes or no? Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
So now,
Yes, sir.
what will happen? How it will be happening? So observe very carefully in this process. You may observe. Understand? So as we know that air is a very, very poor conductor of heat. That is what we have studied in the last class. Understand? So which cannot transfer heat by the process of conduction. Is it yes or no? So air transfers the heat from its hotter parts to the colder parts by the process of convection. Means by moving itself, it will transfer the heat. Is it yes or no?
Yes,
Yes?
sir.
So, as we know that air is a very poor conductor. Air is a poor conductor of what? Poor conductor of heat.
Heat.
That is why air can transfer the heat by the mode of convection. So no conduction will take place. No conduction will take place. So only by the process of what? By the mode of convection. So the heat will
Convection.
through the air. So by how? By moving itself. The process of convection is only called as moving itself. What we should call that? By
Moving itself.
itself. That is what we should call as convection in air. So here air also, air particles will move from hotter region to colder region everywhere. So that is what the convection process will be carried out. So now let us discuss, understanding how this process will be carried out. So here you may observe here. So as we know, Mari and Hari, you please tell me. So heater, if you will on the heater what it will do now? It will give the hot air or cold air? It will give the hot air or cold air?
Hot air.
Hot air, sir. Hot air.
As we know that if you take two objects, understanding one is lighter object, understanding another one is denser object. So which one will float and which one will sink? Which one will float and which one?
Lighter object will
Lighter
As
object
you know
will
that lighter
float,
object will
sir,
float and the denser object will
and
sink.
let
Correct or
that
not?
sink.
The same way, if it comes to here, air also it will take. As we know that if you heat the any substance, particles will move far each other. So that density will decreases or density will increases. We have already studied, correct? If you are heating any
Yes,
substance,
sir.
what will happen? If we will heat any substance, what will happen, Ra?
It will expand, sir.
It
It
will
will
expand.
heat
So
it,
that
sir.
density will
Heat
decreases
it.
or increases?
Decreases.
Decreases. Any substance, it will start expanding because it will kinetic energy will increases, so that it will leads to what? Decrease in density. Is it yes or no? So decrease
Yes,
in
sir.
density. So here the same way, if the cooler, if the heater is giving the hot air, what will happen? This hot air is having less density compared to the air which is present above the layers. Is it yes or no, Hari?
Yes, sir.
So this hot air, what will happen? Because of low density, it will start rising, understanding, going to the higher elevations. You may observe here, it is going to the higher elevations. So that is why, understand, the cool air or else the cold air, which will present at these regions, it will start sinking. Sinking means what? It will start coming downwards. Is it yes or no? Have you noticed it or not? So
Yes,
that is
sir.
how the convection will take place in air. So always hot air will go rises, it will go into the higher elevations, and the cold air which is present in the higher elevations will keep on coming downwards. Do you understand it? Now
Because
again,
it is less
this
weight,
cold air
sir.
will come here, heater.
High weight.
This cold air will come to the heater. What will happen? The heater will again heat this cold air. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So again, this cold air will
Convection
go.
current.
Yes. So this cold air will become hot. So that again, this is also will go up. So much colder air, which is present even more and more high elevations, higher and higher elevations, will start coming downwards. Means more cooler air, more cold air will start sinking downwards because it is continuously the hot air is going upwards. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Are you
Yes, sir.
understanding? That is what you should understand.
Yes, sir.
So, what will happen here means, understanding, in order to heat air in a room during winter season, we keep the heater on the floor or else anywhere corner of the room we will keep. So now, understand, though the heater is placed on the floor at the bottom of the room or else somewhere at the corner, but still the heat, understanding, heat will supply all the air in the room and it will become, understand, complete. When the air is heated by the heater in one part of the room, it will transfer heat by convection. So are you people tell me, suppose if you're on the AC, if you're on the heater, is it only one part of the room is becoming heat or cool, or else complete room will
No, sir.
Sir,
Complete room.
complete room? Because
Complete room.
air is transforming. Is it yes or no? So the air
Yes,
is
sir.
part of a room, understanding, part of the room. So the heater is just only one part if you keep, understanding. Then it will transfer the heat by convection. Convection through what? Convection through air. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So when the heater is kept on the floor in just aside, understanding, aside, and if you're on the switch, what will happen? The air nearer the heater gets heated. Is it yes or no? So if
Yes, sir.
if I on the switch, what will happen? The air which is present close to this heater first will start heating. Will start heating. So its
Heating.
temperature will increases. So that what is happening? This air will start going upwards. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Because its density will decreases or increases? Density will decreases. Correct?
Decreases.
Because the air
Yes,
which is
sir.
closer to the heater will start absorbing this heat energy. So it will get heated and it will start expanding and become lighter. Is it correct, Hari?
Yes, sir.
Which is present very close to this heater, which will gain the heat energy and it will start expands. It will start
Expand.
expands and it will become what? It will become lighter. Do you understand it?
Lighter.
Lighter means
Yes, sir.
it is decreasing. So because of becoming lighter, it will start rising upward direction. It will start rising upward direction.
Upward
That
direction.
hot air being lighter, it will rises above the top of the heater and it will carries its heat along with it. Understand? So when the heated air is traveling, is it heat also will travel or heat without heat it will travel? Heat also will
Heat.
travel. Correct or not? So when the hot
Yes,
air is rises above the heater, top of the heater, and also it will carry its heat along with that. So when it is going upwards, what is happening? The up region, whatever the cold air is present, that cold air will come to the understanding. It will start sinking. Understand? So the bottom of the heater to take the place of hot rising air. Understand? So the cold air is gets heated by the heater and rises upwards, carrying its heat upward direction. Like that, more cold air is sinks downwards towards the heater. So like this process is continuously taking place. Hot air will rises, cold air will come. Again, cold air will rises, cold air will become hot. Again, more cold air will come. Again, more. Again, it will heat it, and again more cold air will come. Like that, circulation will take place every time. Correct or not? Yes.
Yes, sir.
That is only called as, understand, that is only called as convection in air. So this process of hot air rising upwards and cold air, what is happening?
Coming downwards.
Cold air
Sinks.
sinking downwards, understanding, takes place again and again, understand, due to which all the air in the room gets heated uniformly after some time. So once the full room is heated uniformly, then is it any takes place? Is it any convection will take place?
No, sir.
No, because complete room is getting what? Complete room is getting equal,
Heat,
uniform
hot air.
temperature. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Further, there is no convection will take place because throughout the room, the air completely they have a single temperature uniformly after some time, so that if complete room is equal, that is the equal temperature is existed. So these circulatory movements of air, the circulatory movements of air in the room, in which air is rising? Hari, which air is rising?
Hot air is
Hot
rising.
air rises and cold air sinks again and again, are called as what we should call convection
Convection current.
currents. Very good, Mari. Convection current. So that is
Current.
why a room heater heats all the air in a room by getting up convection currents in the air. So once the throughout the room, if the air becomes, understand, equal temperature, then there is no convection will take place. Correct or not? So that is what you should
Yes,
understand.
sir.
So in our classwork also, you have to draw this diagram and you have to explain neatly. Here what is happening, Ra? Hot air rises means it will start
Hot air rises.
and it will become lighter.
Yes, sir.
So that density is what? Decreasing. So cold air will start sinking because of why? It is denser. What is that? Denser air.
Denser.
Denser air will start sinking and it will come towards to the heater. So again, this air will heat up and again rises. So further, more cooler air will come down. Is it yes or no? That
Yes,
is.
sir.
So in our classwork also, exactly draw this picture and you keep write the name of this picture is convection by air. What we should write? The air in a room is
Convection
heated
by-
by convection current. You can keep the name as the air in a room is
Conve-
heated by convection currents. You can write the name I am saying. The air in the room. The air in the picture name. Picture name Mari. Do you understanding?
Yes, sir.
So that is. So the air in the room, the air in the room, the air in the room. Have you drawn picture? Room.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, is heated by convection current. Keep heading and draw this picture. Hari, do you understand, Hari? Now I will say the two definitions.
sir.
Okay. So this is what you should write. If they will ask you convection in air, you can take example as a what? Room heater. What we should take?
Room heater.
Room heater.
Yes, sir. Room heater.
Yes. So now you can
Yes,
write
sir.
the definitions. Right. Below that you can write it. The process of hot air. The process of hot air.
So wait a minute, sir. I'll write definition.
The process of hot air. The process of hot air rising upwards and cold air rising upwards, and cold air sinking downwards, sinking cold air, sinking downwards, sinking downwards, continuously, 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 sinking downwards, continuously, takes place again and again, takes place continuously, takes place again and again, again and again, is known as what? Convection in air.
Convection in air.
Convection in air. Do you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Next, convection current. So here, what is the convection current?
Sir, again and again it is
That is.
first it is floating, then it is again sinking, floating,
Yes.
sinking like that, sir.
In the picture, have you mentioned denser, lighter, and all? Hari, have you mentioned or not? I have written. That is, you should write it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay,
Ah,
sir.
yeah.
Sir,
Next.
can you please show that?
Yeah, you can see this. You can write, Mari. You must write this because in picture you have to understand. So lighter air, the air which is close to the, you can draw this also. The air which is close to the room heater will start expanding because of gaining heat energy, and it will become lighter. So that only it will rise into higher elevations. So the cold air which is present in
Yes,
higher
sir.
elevations, because of more denser, it will come downwards. Is it okay? That-
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now convection current, you write continuously. Continuously, the circulatory movements, right, strike it under it. The circulatory movements of air, the circulatory movements of air, the circulatory movement of, circulatory movement of, movement, the circulatory movement of air in a place, or you can take a room. Understanding? You want to can take a room in a place, in which hot air rises, in a place, or you can take our room. Do you understand me? Room
Yes, sir.
in which hot air rises and cold air sinks again and again, again
Again and again.
is known as, again and again is known as convection current, or else is called convection currents. Did you understand? This is what will happen.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you want to understand this one, sir, is it true or not? So let us do an activity. You can understand it. So how we need to do this activity? Today night you can try, but you be very safe. Understand, Ra? To prove that
Yes, sir.
understanding convection is taking place in air, so we can do this activity. So for that, what we should do means, so just you have to take one candle. Do you have a candle in your home?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
sir.
can observe. Just wait a minute. Okay. Now, can you able to see this picture? Please let me know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can we draw this picture now, sir?
You can draw, Mari. You can draw even. You want, you can draw. No issues. Now, observe.
Yes,
First, listen. So now, I have placed here some candle. You may observe here. This is what my candle, which has been placed in my room. Correct? Somewhere you just
Yes,
place the
sir.
candle and it is lighting. It is lighted already. So you may observe here the air which is present closer to this candle will start heating first. Is it yes or no? The air which is present
Yes, sir.
closer to that, so that
Yes, sir.
once it will start heating, what will happen? This will become what? They will become lighter. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
They will become lighter. Means density will decrease or increases? Density will decrease. Decreases, so that the air which is close to this candle will gain the heat energy, so that how we can feel means keep your hand in such a way that it should not affect your candle flame, should not affect your hand much. So I am keeping a certain distance away from that. So if I am keeping my hand and if the candle is burning continuously, then I can see that my hand, this hand I will feel hotter. How I will feel, Ra? How I will feel? I will feel hotter because continuously the hot gas, hot air is coming and touching my hand. Is it yes or no?
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no? So now, what I should
Yes,
do
sir.
is, I should keep one hand at this position where it should not hurt. You be very careful. It should not, don't keep very closer, Mari. Okay? You have to keep
Yes,
little
sir.
bit far. So if you keep little bit high elevations from the ground, means then you can see that the hot air which is close to the candle will start continuously heating up and it can be touching our hand. So we'll feel it is hot. So means hot air is rising slowly. Now, by the time you observe, keep your another hand, like your right hand, you keep little bit far from the, little bit away from the distance in the corner, like one hand like this and another hand like this, and middle candle is there. Now if you keep this hand, if you keep even this hand even 10 minutes also, you will never feel any hot, because the air which is coming present surrounding by this candle is lighting, becoming lighter because of heating, and the density is decreasing so that it is rising upwards. So if it is rising upwards, what will happen? The air which is present in this initial region, that is called as what? Cold air. Understanding? Or else high denser air. Denser air will start moving downward direction. Do you notice it? Here it is moving, coming downward direction.
Denser, high denser means decrease, increase,
Yeah.
sir, increase.
So density is more, so that it will come downwards. Is it yes or no? So again, it will come
Yes,
to
sir.
the cold air will come closer to the candle flame. That air will start heating, and again that air will rises. Correct or not? This air will again rises into the upward. Now again.
Convection current.
Yes, again much cold air will come downwards, and again this one also will heat, and again it will go upward, and again much colder air will come, and again it will start heating, and again it will take place. So once throughout the here, if it will gain the same equal temperature, then the convection process will stop automatically. That is what we have studied. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes,
this
sir.
going upwards, hot air and the down air, you can see this hand. I will never feel any change in temperature. I will never feel any change in, no change in
Yes,
temperature.
sir.
No change in temperature. So means in the sense of what is happening, why it is no change in temperature? Because continuously cold air is coming downwards. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So that this hand will feel no heat energy. Correct or not? No hot it will feel. Okay, now?
Yes, sir.
Because that side only hot
Yeah.
air is, sir.
So because
Sinking
only
down, sir.
hot air will go upwards. It is not coming to sides. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That is why we will never feel hot, even though you can keep in the 10 minutes aside close to the candle, because the hot flame always, the hot
Yes, sir.
gases will go upwards, not to the sides. Because of low density, always the hot gases will rise upwards and the cold gases will come downwards. Is it okay, all of you? So this is the picture
Yes, sir.
you can draw. This is what the activity in our home. If you want, you can verify in our evening, but be very careful while handling the candle. So this is what the activity which will conclude that only hot gases will rise up and cold air will come down. Is it okay, all of you?
Yes, sir.
So,
Okay,
this
sir.
rising upwards and coming downwards is only we should call as convection currents. What we should call? Convection current. So they are set up in an air above the candle flame, which carry more and more heat upwards, so that more and more cool air will come
Yes,
down.
sir.
So, air can be transferred to the, transfer the heat of source by convection only in the upward direction, so that opposite to that what will happen? Cold air will come downwards. Correct or not? So this is all about.
Yes, sir.
This is all about hot air will rises, cold air will come down. So if you really understand this candle flame by the process of, if you may take it actually, so whatever the small heat is felt by the hand, which has kept on the side of the candle, because some heat energy will come to transfer, understanding by the process of radiation also, which will study the next coming classes. So now you can
Yes, sir.
understand here, hot air always will rises upwards and cold air will come downwards. So means I can say convection is taking place in air or not? Convection is
Yes,
taking place
sir.
in air or not? Because
Yes, sir.
moving particles are they're transforming heat by moving, displacing from one place to another place. Correct or not? So that is all about
Yes, sir.
convection in air and convection in water. Is there any doubt? You please ask me. So this diagram
No doubt,
activity
sir.
we can do understanding to prove that convection process will take place, which will carry the hot gases upwards and cold air downwards. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Sir, wait a minute, sir. Wait a minute, sir.
Yeah. You can note it down. The points you should note it down. Diagram doesn't matter. Points
Yes,
also
sir.
you should note it down. Okay. So if you understand this concept, like hot gases rising and cold gases coming, then we can study convection currents is also occurs in nature also. Do you know convection currents will take place in nature? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So for example, have you heard a word called as sea breeze and land breeze, which is taking place in coastal areas? Coastal areas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, not in normal coastal areas it will take place. Do you understanding or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that is what we are going to study in the coming next coming class. So what is that means? Convection currents, understanding in air also
In
occurs
air, sir.
in air also occurs in nature, which leads to the blowing of sea breeze and land breeze in coastal areas. Sea breeze and land breeze in
Land
coastal
breeze.
areas. So that is what
Coastal areas.
next concept. So please, all of you keep heading. Next, what it is? Sea breeze.
Sea breeze.
Sea breeze and land breeze. What is the next one?
Sea breeze and land breeze.
Land breeze. Sea breeze and land breeze. Keep heading. Shall we start?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No. So let us go with that. Sea breeze and land breeze. Now we'll discuss. So first one, what do you want? From sea breeze to means from sea breeze to land breeze or land breeze to sea breeze? Which one you want?
Sea breeze to land. Sea breeze, sir.
That is what our first concept. So blowing of sea breeze to land breeze. Blowing of sea breeze and land breeze. Blowing of sea breeze and land breeze. You can keep heading. Blowing of what?
Growing, sir.
Blowing of sea breeze and land breeze.
Land breeze.
So now, so what is the meaning of breeze? Hari, first. Sir, sea breeze means
Hot air.
sea, which
Cold
is
as. Cold as.
blowing
Wind
from
like.
sea. First I will say, which is blowing from sea, which is called as sea breeze. Which is blowing from land, which is called as land breezing. Now what is
Land.
breeze? That is what I want. What is breeze?
Breeze means cold air, sir. Air.
Not cold air.
Wind-like structure.
Normal wind, a gentle
Yes, sir.
wind is called as breeze. That is what you should note it down.
Breeze.
A gentle wind.
Yes, sir.
Gentle wind means a normal, how it is common. Gentle wind. Gentle wind is known as, what we know, Hari,
Breeze.
Sir, breeze, sir. Breeze.
is known as breeze. So we have two types of breeze. What are that?
Sea breeze and land breeze.
What is that? Sea breeze and
Sea breeze and land breeze.
land breeze. Sea breeze and land breeze. So
Land
listen now. Sea breeze and land breeze.
Yes, sir.
Let us discuss. So the people living in the coastal areas, usually we people are so close to sea, correct or not? Yes?
Yes, sir.
So if you'll observe here, the people, those who are living in coastal areas also we can call it as what? Seaside areas, note it down. Coastal areas. Coastal areas. Also we can call it as what? Sea-sided areas. Seaside areas. This nobody don't know. So many don't know. That is what you should remember. So coastal areas also we can call it as what?
Yes, sir.
What you should call?
Seasided areas.
So if you observe the people, those who are living in these coastal areas, the people, those who are living, people who lives in coastal areas, they used to feel something. What is that? They used to suffer different, they will experience an understanding interesting phenomena called as sea breeze and land breeze. Correct? So both they only will
Cold breeze.
which are
Yes, sir.
based
Land
on
breeze.
transfer of heat in air by convection currents. That is natural convection currents. Do you understand, Hari? Natural convection
sir.
current. Example, land breeze and natural convection current. What is the example? Sea breeze and land
Sea
breeze.
breeze and land breeze.
Land breeze. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
during observe carefully. Now I will show you the two things. During daytime, when the sun shines, the solid
Shine.
glass gets heated to a high temperature. Vaira, who is more good conductor?
Because heat.
Solid or liquid? Solid or liquid? Who is more good conductor? Solid.
Solid.
During daytime, who will get more faster heat? Sea or land?
So land, sir, land.
Land. Correct? So that is what we should study
Yes,
first.
sir.
So observe very carefully this picture. So I will keep it next page also if it is required. So just to observe. Now, can you able to observe this picture? Please let me know. Now, during this,
Yes, sir.
observe very carefully. During the daytime. So what will happen, Ra? During the daytime, the air understanding much faster. The hot air rises up from the land because land is a solid one and which will be much faster. It will gain the heat energy. In the same way, much faster it will lose the heat energy also. Correct or not? So what
Yes,
is
sir.
happening means during daytime when the sun shines, the solid land gets heated to a
Shines.
higher temperature much more quickly than the liquid seawater. That is what you should remember. So because of solid, which will heat what? Which will heat much faster. Heated up,
Much faster. Yes, sir.
heated up, much faster. Much
Much faster.
during daytime. Correct or not? During daytime.
Daytime. Yes,
So now,
sir.
what will happen, Ra? If it is heated much faster, so the air which is present above this land or soil, this air will started heating by this heat energy, so that it will become lighter. It will become what? Lighter.
Lighter.
And the density will decreases. It will become density will decreases. Means in the sense of it will rises. Density will decrease. So that what will happen? This hot air which is present above the land during daytime, this will start rising upwards. Is it yes?
Yes, sir.
Start rising upwards. But as we know that water is a poor conductor of heat. Means very slowly the process will take place. Correct or not? So see our cool
Yes,
water.
sir.
It is a very convection process is very slow. Here what will take place? Conduction or convection? Here conduction. Conduction will take place. For example, stones will become much faster. Correct or not? They will absorb the more amount of heat energy. Stones. So
Yes,
here,
sir. Yes, sir.
yeah,
It is
convection will
contact
take
with
place.
each other.
Yes. Convection will take place, and it is a very, very poor conductor. Very
Poor conductor.
So it will take much time to heat the water. Is it yes?
Yes, sir.
So what will happen during daytime? So here we have a very hot gases, so that the gases will start rising upwards. So once these gases will rising upwards, what will happen? The air which is present above the sea, is still cool only, so that this air will blow this direction. You can see the tree direction. Have you noticed the tree direction? Tree direction is towards land.
Yes, sir.
Correct? So that the cool air from the
Yes,
sea
sir.
moves towards to the land. So this is only we used to call as sea breeze. What we should call?
Sea breeze.
Sea breeze.
Sea
Because
breeze.
why? It is blowing from where? It is blowing from sea to land. Do you understand?
Sea.
So,
Yes, sir.
sea breeze means blowing from where? Sea to land.
Land.
Understanding? It will take place when? It will take place in daytime. Do you understand?
Daytime.
So this is only we
Yes,
should call
sir.
as what? Sea breeze. What we should call?
Sea breeze.
All of you should remember. Hari, what is meaning of sea breeze? It is blowing from where? Cool air is blowing from
Yes, sir.
sea to land.
Yes,
Sea to
sir.
land is only called as sea breeze, which will take place in where? Which will take place in during daytime.
Daytime.
Exam also,
Yes, sir.
this picture is very, very simple. In exam also you have to draw this picture. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, write the
Okay, sir.
definition. Sea breeze. The breeze blowing from the sea towards to the land. The breeze, you can write here. Sea breeze.
Yes, sir.
The breeze blowing from sea to land. Sea to what?
Sea to land.
Sea, understanding,
Sea
towards
to
to the land is called sea breeze. Sea towards to the land, towards to
Yes,
the
sir.
land is called as what? Sea
Sea
breeze.
breeze.
Sea breeze. So sea breeze will take place night or daytime? Daytime or nighttime?
Daytime.
Daytime you should remember, because here, understand, you may observe very carefully, solid heating is also very faster, and cooling is also same fastest rate, correct or not? But water,
Yes, sir.
if it take 10 minutes to heat, same again 10 minutes to cool also, correct or not? That is what will happen.
Yes, sir.
That is what the second one. So during daytime, because of here hot temperature, because of this solid, sand is what is it? Earth is a solid, land is a solid. So much faster it will absorb the heat energy. So that hot air will rises upwards, and from the sea, the cool air, understanding, will start moving from the sea
Yes,
and
sir.
towards the land. It will start moving towards the land. So that is why this is called as sea breeze. So during sea breeze, the winds will blow from the blowing of air is from where to where? From the sea towards to
Sea
towards to
land.
land. That is called
Land.
as sea breeze. Any doubt? Sea breeze.
No doubt, sir.
Now let us go for the next concept called as what we should call land breeze.
Land breeze.
Land breeze.
Breeze.
So, let us discuss land breeze. Now, opposite to the sea breeze, what we should call land breeze. Now,
Land breeze.
you tell me, as we know that solid and liquid, which is easier to cool? Which is easier to cool? Solid. Because solids we can heat them faster, and same way solids we can heat them also faster. We can cool them also much faster. Correct or not? So the same way.
Yes, sir.
During nighttime, what will happen means, observe very carefully, because of very porous medium. Understanding, Ra? So soil
Yes,
or
sir.
land is very porous in medium. Means what is the meaning of porous, Ra? Porous in medium. Holes. Understanding? Small holes. Have you forgotten
sir.
it? Yeah, small holes.
Yes, sir.
Understanding, small holes is present, so that what will happen? Much faster it will cools, much faster rate it will cools. So, but still,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Now you observe. So, but still the air which is present above the sea is still it is hot. It is hot, and it will rises from the above from the sea. So as we know that it is rising here means, then we have a cool air which is present in the land. So that is why this land, from the land, air will start blowing towards to the sea. Do you understanding, Hari, Mari?
Yes, sir.
That is why you
Yes,
can-
sir.
what is
At
the direction
night
of
time,
rain?
water will
Yeah.
get hotter first.
Nighttime, that is why you can see the near sea coastal area people very difficult to sustain because of suffocation, because nighttime the temperature of water or else air which is present surrounding by the sea coastal areas is too much, or it will take much time to cool. Understand? So that is why you may see
Yes, sir.
when we are living in a near coastal area, for example our position also, when it is going on, time is going on like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, we will feel very suffocating, and also easily we can get the sweat. It will easily sweat. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
By that time, the air present in our coastal area is too hot, so that what is happening? It will take much time to bring the equal temperature. But you will see before sleeping, we will feel little bit hot. But during 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, we will feel very cool and very pleasant. Correct? Because by the
Yes,
time
sir.
heat energy will be transferred throughout the air, and they will get the same equal temperature, so that it will happen. So this one during night time, moon also there. You can take this picture. I will send the PDF. During night time, the air will blow from cool air blows from land to the understanding sea. That is only we used to call it as what? Sea breeze. What we should call?
Sea breeze.
Sea breeze. You can write.
Sea breeze.
The breeze blowing from land towards to the sea. The breeze is blowing from the breeze